Are the writers actually going to kill off Chanel Dupree DiMera in the delivery room? Is Johnny DiMera about to lose his wife and his unborn child in a massive pool of blood? Are you kidding me right now? I am shaking. The spoilers for the week of August 24th are absolutely terrifying. Hey Days fans, welcome back to the channel. It is a fantastic day to talk some trash, and I've got some massive Salem drama to unpack today. You are going to need a whole box of tissues for this one. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because we are diving deep into the most heartbreaking, edge of your seat medical emergency of the summer sweeps. Let's get into it. So let's look at the raw spoilers we just got. The week of August 24 to August 28 is going to bring us the birth of Chanel and Johnny's baby, but it is going to be a complete and total bloodbath. I am not exaggerating. The spoilers explicitly state that Chanel's labor is going to be incredibly unsuccessful at first, with terrifying complication. We are talking about a massive, life-threatening medical crisis. Johnny is going to realize that Chanel is bleeding heavily, and he completely panics. In the chaos, Kayla is forced to physically kick Paulina Price and Lani Price out of the delivery room so the medical team can try to save Chanel's life. Chanel is going to be screaming in absolute agony because she cannot have an epidural. Kayla is trying to reassure her that they are in the home stretch, but the pain and the sheer terror of the blood loss are pushing Chanel to the brink. Johnny is going to be thrilled when the baby's finally delivered, but the horror doesn't stop there. Chanel is going to crash. The complications from her chemotherapy are causing massive hemorrhaging, putting her in critical condition. And while all this blood and gore is happening inside the room, we have a completely different psychological horror show happening out in the waiting room. Let's be real for a second. The writers are absolutely wicked for what they are doing to Lani right now. The spoilers say Lani is sitting out in the waiting area with Eli, completely paralyzed by PTSD. And if you have been watching this show for the last 5 to 10 years, you know exactly why. Remember when Lani and Eli lost their baby boy, David Abraham? Remember the sheer soul-crushing devastation of Lani's complicated delivery back in the day? Sal Stowers acted her absolute heart out during that storyline, and she's going to kill it again here. Sitting in that sterile hospital hallway, hearing her sister scream, knowing there are severe complications, Lani is going to be reliving her own worst nightmare. I honestly believe this is a brilliant, albeit cruel, callback by the head writers. It grounds the current drama in deep, established show history. I want you guys to picture the sheer chaos of University Hospital during these episodes. We are going to have Kayla running back and forth. Mary Beth Evans is an absolute legend, and Kayla has delivered half the population of Salem, but even she is going to be sweating bullets trying to stop this bleeding. We are going to have Paulina pacing the floors, screaming at the doctors to save her baby girl. We are going to have Lani sobbing in Eli's arms, flashing back to the darkest moments of her entire life. The tension's going to be suffocating. Now, let's talk about this baby. Johnny is going to be holding his newborn, but at what cost? I am calling it right now, you guys. I predict the baby is going to be a little girl, and they are going to name her Alexandra. Think about it. It fits perfectly with the family tree and honors the legacy, but Johnny's joy is going to be completely overshadowed by the fact that his wife is bleeding out on the table. Carson Boatman and Raven Bowens have such incredible chemistry, and I know they are going to deliver Emmy-worthy performances in these scenes. Johnny is going to be sobbing, begging Chanel to hold on, begging her not to leave him to raise this baby alone. Hold on a second, because I have a wild prediction about what happens when Chanel cracks. I think Chanel is going to have a near-death experience. She is going to flatline. And when her spirit crosses over into that classic soap opera white light, who is she going to see? Lexie Carver. Yes, you heard me. Lexie. We know that Lexie's Miracle Versavix cure has completely failed, and she is actively dying right now. I think Lexie and Chanel are going to cross paths in the spiritual realm. Lexie is going to tell Chanel that it is not her time, that she needs to go back to Johnny and her new baby. And then Lexie is going to walk away into the light, accepting her own death. Wow. I have goosebumps just thinking about it. And that brings us to the most gut-wrenching part of these August sweeps. The spoilers confirm that the week of August 24 to 28 is going to be incredibly bittersweet. Chanel and Johnny's baby is born, but Lexi Carver officially dies. Again, I cannot believe the writers are making Abe and Theo go through this for a second time. James Reynolds is a legacy actor, an absolute legend, and they are torturing his character, Abe Carver, to no end. Abe and Theo are going to be eager to meet the newest addition to their extended family, but they are going to be completely, utterly shattered by the loss of Lexi. I have to say, bringing Nikki Crawford in as a Lexi recast was a bold move. She did a fantastic job stepping into the shoes of the iconic Renee Jones, but to bring a beloved legacy character back from the dead just to kill her off a few months later, that is just cruel to the fans. We invested our emotions into this reunion, and now they are ripping the rug right out from under us. Abe is going to be a broken man. And then there is Paulina. Jackie Harry's about to deliver the performance of a lifetime. Think about the emotional whiplash Paulina is experiencing. She is going to be crying tears of absolute joy and relief that her daughter Chanel survived this horrifying, bloody delivery. She is going to be overjoyed to hold her new grandchild. But at the exact same time, she has to look at Abe, the man she loves, the man she stepped aside for, and watch his heart break into a million pieces because Lexi is gone. Paulina is going to be thrilled for her daughter, but completely heartbroken for Abe and Theo. The emotional complexity of this dynamic is exactly why we watch soap operas. Abe is going to end up comforting Paulina through her crisis with Chanel, and Paulina is going to have to comfort Abe through his grief over Lexi. If you ask me, the real villain in all of this emotional carnage is E.J. DiMera. Let's look at the poetic, twisted irony here. Johnny is EJ's son. Johnny is sitting in a hospital watching the woman he loves nearly die from medical complications. Meanwhile, EJ is the one who played God with Lexi's life, using Dr. Rolf's untested failing drug to bring her back, only to give Abe and Theo false hope before snatching it away again. The actor playing EJ, Dan Foyer-Riegel, is absolutely killing it right now, playing this arrogant, desperate patriarch, but as a character, EJ is a monster. He is destroying his own family's sanity while his son is going through hell. I hope Johnny completely cuts ties with his father after this. I have to give credit where credit is due. The writers have been building up this Chanel cancer storyline for months. We all knew that doing chemo while pregnant was a massive risk, but to see it culminate in this terrifying, bloody delivery is just shocking. I was stunned, completely stunned when I read these notes. They didn't take the easy way out. They are showing the brutal, terrifying reality of these medical complications. And while I hate seeing Chanel in pain, I love the high-stakes drama it brings to the screen. This is what Sweeps Month is all about. The juxtaposition of a new life entering the world while legacy character leaves. It is a classic soap opera trope, but it never fails to absolutely wreck the audience. So, I have to know what you guys think. Do you agree with my wild prediction that Chanel will have a near-death experience and meet Lexi in the afterlife? And what do you think Johnny and Chanel are going to name the baby? Will it be Alexandra? Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and rants in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time for more Salem drama.